Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at T-Roy Cooks. I appreciate you joining us. My name is Troy, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. That's where I get T-Roy Cooks from. But I thought I would do you a Texas-style brisket, and I'm gonna cook it on my Weber Smokey Mountain. I was searching my own YouTube channel looking for brisket videos and realized I haven't done a brisket on my Weber Smokey Mountain in about 3 years. And I know a lot of you folks out there, y'all have got the Weber Smokey Mountain. So I thought I would do this one again for you. I think the last time I did it is when I first started. I had to do three different parts, you know. So we're gonna do one video, and it's gonna, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. I'm gonna show you how to set up your Weber Smokey Mountain for the Minion Method. We're gonna do it at 225 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna throw some hickory chunks on there for some smoke, and I'm gonna show you the whole process. So again, y'all stick around. It's gonna be fantastic. And I'm hoping to have this done by noontime tomorrow. It's gonna be great. We'll be right back when I'm setting up the Weber Smokey Mountain, folks. We're fixing to load up this Weber Smokey Mountain with a full load. Because again, we're going all night with this. It's probably gonna be a 12, 14-hour cook. Let me show you what we do to set it up Minion style. All right, I got my chimney here. Got a full bag of, I got the regular HEB brand of charcoal. I usually use Kingford, but it was on sale this weekend. We're gonna give it a shot. I've never tried it out before. What I like to do though, and I've shown this before, the grate down there is like here. What I like to do for the Minion Method is flip this over so that there's not a lot of coals down in here. I only have coals from here up, okay? So that's how I like to do it when I'm doing the Minion Method anyway. Let me show you what we're gonna do. Go ahead and open the bag up. I'm gonna dump a few of these coals in there. And again, as you can see, there's not much in there. It's only this much because I flipped this over. Set that to the side, dump the rest of the bag in there. And this is a 16 pound bag, 16.6 pounds. And then take some of the paper from the bag. Okay, ball it up a little bit. And you gotta make a little room make a little bit of room right here in the middle. There we go. Just like that. Doesn't have to be like engineered or anything. We just barbecuing, folks. Make it simple. Take this paper, stuff it under here. What you're gonna do is light the paper. And we're just gonna let that go for about 15 minutes until these coals start turning. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, it's been about 15 minutes and we're back. Let me go ahead and dump these coals. And what I like to do is just dump them right down in the middle. And yeah, you're gonna have some ashes from that paper, but don't worry about it. Dump them right there in the middle. And the idea with the Minion Method, is you light the coals in the very center, and over time, they'll light the coals that are around it. So that's what gives you that very long cook. Plus, I put a full bag of charcoal in here, folks. That's a lot of fuel. But again, we're going probably 12 plus hours. It's gonna be great. Let me go season up the brisket and pork butt. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. I forgot, I need to put some wood chunks on there. So I got some hickory. And I don't really ever use more than 3, depending on the size of the chunk. So that's a nice, good size, fist size chunk. And I like to put them actually where the vents are. I got a vent over here, one here, and one here. So I'm just gonna go with 2. Let's see if I can find me another good one. And I can't. Well, I'm just gonna use some smaller ones here. I don't want bark. That's a nice one right there. Yeah, that's a nice size. right, we're gonna put that one over here, like that. I'm just gonna go with 2. Let's do that. And see what else I need to do. I need to put the midsection on. Let's go ahead and do that. I need to go get some water for the water pan. We'll be right back. Okay, I think I showed you guys. If I didn't, I've got the middle rack in here, again, because I'm gonna do a pork butt. But I'm just gonna throw some water in there real quick. And you can use ceramic briquettes if you want. You can use sand if you want. I just use water. However you want to roll, it's fine with me. I like to fill it up about 3/4 of the way full. Which is about there. And it always helps to have a water hose handy when you're grilling. You never know what may happen. So I'm gonna put the lid on this real quick and let it come up to temp. And I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna put the other grate on there. Put the other grate up there after I prep the meat. We'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Honestly, I forgot to film it, but when this thing's come up to temp with the lid on it, all of my vents are wide open. Bottom and the top, all vents wide open. Now when it starts getting, I'm cooking at 225, so when it started getting about 200, at that point what I did was close the bottom vents down to about the width of a pencil stick, number 2 pencil. And y'all check out my other video where I showed you how to set those bottom vents. I'll put a link to it up here somewhere. So I'm fixing to season up this brisket. Let me show you how we're gonna do that. All right, so this is my brisket right here. I'm gonna use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce on here. And you can use olive oil or any kind of oil if you'd rather, or nothing at all will be fine too. However you wanna do it. It's your brisket. Just have fun with it, folks. Okay, and we gotta just kind of make sure that it gets moist all over. That's all you wanna do. And we'll flip it over to the other side. You don't have to drench it. We're just kind of putting enough on there to hold that rub on. And this is gonna be a homemade rub. So let me show you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip it back over so that the fat cap's on the bottom now, because I wanna cook it fat cap up. Generally, I've found cooking it fat cap down, I do, if I'm cooking it over some intense heat, you know, trying to cook it at 275, 300, something like that. I'll put fat cap down, and that helps protect the brisket. And if I'm doing low and slow, say 210 to 225, I cook it fat cap up. And what I've got here is some kosher salt. I can get it open. Come on, baby. There we go. Get my hands all. Anyway, we're gonna go, let's see. Gonna go one part salt to 2 parts pepper. Generally, you know, I've come a long way since I did this last time on my Weber Smokey Mountain. So I found that the ratio that I like is about 60% pepper, 40% salt. All right, so we got that, and I'm gonna go on with crushed black pepper, and we're going with 2 handfuls like this. And that pepper on the meat, man, that really sets it off. It really makes it taste so good. All right, this is my second handful here. And it doesn't have to be exact. I think the last time I did a Texas brisket, I did 50-50 salt and pepper. Just try it out and see which way you like it the best, folks. You know, different people have different tastes. Just do it your own way. That'll be fine. Okay. And be sure you get the sides here. All right. Now what we got we're going with a little bit of garlic powder, not a lot, probably half of one of these. Yeah, very, very light on the garlic. And the same with some cayenne. I don't know, I may go a little bit more heavy with the cayenne. I like my cayenne. Because it adds a little color to it. And Karen likes the heat. And you can, seriously, I've done these with just salt and pepper, and it turned out fantastic. You don't have to put the cayenne or garlic. So just kind of pat this in. You don't really need to rub it. Just pat it in. We're gonna flip it over. We're gonna do the other side the same way. I'll meet you right back. We're fixing to put it on the Weber. Okay, everybody, we're fixing to throw this brisket on, and as you can see, we are right at 225 Fahrenheit. That's where we like to see it. That's how I like to cook anyway. We'll take the lid off. Okay. And we're gonna put this other lid on, the cooking grate on here. Whew. Oh, my back hurts. We're gonna throw on the brisket. Again, we're going fat side up. Let it ride just like that. And I may put some probes in here in a little bit. That's how we're gonna roll right now. Put the lid back on it. And I did put that pork butt on there. Y'all won't be able to see it down there, but we're just gonna let this baby go. And check the temperature here in about 30 minutes. You know, if it looks like it's rising, you know, close the vents down. If it looks like that it's not hot enough for some reason, I mean, it just was 225 and I hadn't touched the vents, so I think it's fine. But you know, if it gets too hot, close the vents. If you need more heat, open the vents a little bit on the bottom. And I like to cook with this top vent wide open. Oh, and another thing too, I know y'all probably can't see me real good. Oh, check out these lights Karen got me up back here. See, they're all hanging up here on my little patio thing right here, my little pergola. But yeah, forgot what I was gonna say. Hey, give me a minute. Yeah, I remember what I was gonna tell you now. The brisket, I didn't take it out and let it come to room temp. I just took it straight out of the refrigerator, cut it open, washed it, and patted it dry with paper towels, you know, get the blood off of it, and brought it out here. And the reason I did that is because when meat is cold, it helps form that smoke ring. It helps give you a nice smoke ring on the edge, and helps it be able to absorb more flavor, because once the internal temp gets up to about 140 internal, it's not going to absorb any more smoke. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the smoke ring is going to look like, because honestly, I have never tried this. I've read about it, but we're going to try it out, folks. Straight from the fridge to the smoker. Should be good. It's a learning curve. I like to experiment. Y'all stick with me, folks. We'll check back here in a little bit. And again, monitor your temps. After about an hour, hour and a half, if you're still holding 225 or whatever temp that you want to cook at, you're good to go until those charcoals burn out. And that's for a full load, 12, 13, 14 hours or so. So we're gonna be good overnight. I can go get me some sleep, wake up in the morning, and this thing will be ready just about. But we'll check on it here in a little bit. You know, after a few hours, let you take a look at it and see what it's looking like. So we'll be back. Just stick around. Hey everybody, it's been a couple of hours now. It's 11:30 p.m., so it's getting kind of late. Let me show you this brisket. I want to show you too. We're maintaining, it's about 224 right now, 223, somewhere in that range. And that's what you want. You know, it's just when you're doing this Minion Method, you know, barbecue is not really a science. It's just, you know, have fun with it, folks. If that temperature fluctuates on your Weber Smokey Mountain by even 10 degrees, don't worry about it. Because the Minion Method or the snake method, if you're using that method, when those coals light, it's going to raise the heat up a little bit. And then it'll regulate itself. It'll go back, you know, to normal, to what you're trying to cook at. I'm trying to cook 225. So, you know, don't worry about it. If it drops down, you know, 15 or 20 degrees, then go ahead and open up some vents. You know, maybe it's not getting enough airflow. Or if it's, you know, raises up the same amount, you know, 15, 20, 25 degrees, maybe shut down some vents. And it really depends on the weather too. Like right now out here, it's really, really windy. So I've had to close my vents down a little bit to keep it 225. But I've left it that way like the last hour, and we're maintaining 225 pretty good. So I'm not worried about it. I'm fixing to go to bed. Just want to show y'all this brisket real quick. That's what we got. And again, that's 2 hours in. Get you a little close up on that so y'all can see what's going on. That smells some kind of fine, folks. Woo! Lord have mercy. That's gonna be some good eating. So we'll check you back here later on in the morning. Again, I'm thinking maybe 9 a.m., 10 a.m. it should be done, but we'll check it and see. And we'll meet you back then. Morning, everybody. It is the next morning. It's 7:30 a.m. See what we got. I hadn't checked on this all night. I went to bed just after we stopped last night, and you can see right now my Weber Smokey Mountain sitting about 175 right now. So what I need to do is open those bottom vents down there. I'm not going to put any more charcoal on there because I think we're not too far from being done. So I'm just going to open the vents up all the way until we get back closer to the 225 mark. Like I said, this full bag should last a good 12 hours. Let's see what we got. Oh, that looks gorgeous. My goodness gracious. Y'all see that? Y'all check that out, folks. That is some good looking brisket right there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Awesome. Let's see where we're at with the temp. Well, if y'all see, y'all probably can't see that. Let me go this way a little bit. Y'all, there you go. 153 Fahrenheit. So it's probably in the stall or just about to hit the stall right now. Tell you what I need to do though, and I'm gonna leave the lid off for a minute just to kind of help get those coals back going again. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Oh, by the way, I got me some new gloves. Y'all check this out. This is Grill Beast. This is their grill armor. These are really nice on the inside. You can see it's got the nice fire-resistant padding or whatever you want to call it in here. Let me back you out a little bit. And I like these gloves too. They're washable. You can put them in your washer. I think you have to let them dry, you know, hang dry or whatever. But man, that's gonna be good. These are great. And they're resistant up to, I wanna say like 600 degrees, maybe a little more. I wanna check on my pork butt. Let me bring you in here closer. There we go. Now you can check that. Now you can see that pork butt down in there. I haven't done anything to either of these. I haven't sprayed them down or anything. Let's see where we're at with this. This is about the same temp as the brisket. Reading 150. All right, folks. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the camera, and I'm gonna go get some apple juice and spritz this. We'll meet you back here in a little bit. Okay, folks, I got my little spritzer. Let's show you what we're gonna do. Bring it down here. All right, so there's my pork butt. And over here, you can see I've got my brisket. So I'm gonna transfer this nice pork butt over here. And I'm gonna put this up here. Yeah, that looks good right there. Man, I can't believe how gorgeous that brisket is. Pork butt's looking a little bit dried out. So again, we're just gonna spritz it. just like so. Put the lid back on. Then we're gonna let her try to come back up to temp. Now if it's just being stubborn and not coming back up to temp because the coals are about gone, then at that point I may add some more lump or something in there. But let's tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna stir the coals up. Let me bring you right back. All right, everybody, I just want to show you the coals, where we're at. So I still got plenty of charcoal in there, folks. But I'm gonna stir it up a little bit, and I've got the lid off of the Weber Smokey Mountain. Let some of those ashes get away. I still got plenty of water, about a half pan of water. And just give them a good poke and knock some of the ash off of them. At this point, I'm not that much worried about the Minion Method anymore because I basically just did that so it'd go overnight. All right, so now I got all that done, and I'm not gonna add any more wood at this point, any more oh heck, what do you call it, charcoal or anything. Just gonna cover it back up, and we're gonna keep on cooking. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, a quick update for all of you. It's been about 14 hours now, and my coals are definitely dying out. My Weber Smokey Mountain is down to about 200, and I did go ahead and open all the vents on the bottom, trying to keep that temp up, but it's down to 200 right now, as you can see. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in some, I don't know if you can see this, but anyway, I'm going to put in some lump charcoal that I've already got lit up. Get this out of the way. I use my chimney just to light up some lump charcoal here. Get that up there. There we go. Get out of there, girl. I'm trying to keep my dog away from the coals over here. Stay away from that, girl. Let me get this picked up. I'll be right back. We're back, and I just didn't want my dog to get hurt, folks. So just gonna stir the coals up a little bit. And there's not really a whole lot of ash in there right now. I've got the ashes dropped down into the bottom, so I'm not really stirring ashes around anymore. Just trying to get that lid up like that. So we're gonna let it ride like that. I'm gonna keep the vents wide open until I can get the temp back up to about 225, 230. We're gonna let it ride like that. And I figured this meat would be done by now, but it's not. So it's about 176, I think, last time I looked, internal. And as for the brisket, and then about 170 for the pork butt. So, you know, some pieces just take a little bit longer than others. It's barbecuing. Again, have fun with it, folks. We'll be back. Hey, everybody. It's been about 18 hours, all right? And I'll explain that to you here in a little bit. But my brisket is at 201. See if y'all can see that. And that's the top number. And then my pork butt down here, my pork butt is the lower number. That's 194. It's been about 5 or 6 degrees below the brisket. But I'm ready to pull this brisket. Let me show you what we got here. All right, I've been cooking since I added the lump charcoal. I've had it about 250. And I noticed it was getting kind of late. I wanted to have this done by lunchtime, but it's not gonna happen for lunch. We're gonna have it for dinner. But 250 is what I've been cooking at for probably the last 6 hours. And doesn't that look fabulous? Totally fabulous. Now what I like to do is to just kind of, oh, yeah, see how it's going in like butter? It's just melted butter, man. That's just no effort at all to go in there. That's what you're looking for, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this off. This is done. What I'm gonna do is wrap it. I got some tin foil here. I had a cutting board. On my cutting board's over there. But anyway, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna wrap it with some heavy duty tin foil. And at that point, we're gonna, let me get you back up here. At that point, we're just gonna let it sit for 2-3 hours until it's time for dinner. And I'm gonna pull this pork butt off here in a little bit too. I may show you some pulled pork here at the very end of the video. But, oh, I wanted to tell you while I'm thinking about it. I got, let me put the lid back on. I'm gonna take this thing off here in a minute. But what I wanna tell you is, I think that it took a lot longer than I expected because I used the store-bought charcoal. And usually if I use the Kingsford Blue, I can sleep. You know, I don't have to worry about it. It's gonna maintain 225 or so for a good 12 hours at least. But that was some store-bought charcoal. So moral of this story is, Kingsford Blue, babe. Get you some good charcoal. Don't trust the store-bought stuff, man. It's just, it never, and I should have known that. It just never lives up quite to the original Kingsford Blue. And also, the pork butt, even though it was only a little over maybe 5.5 pounds, it was sitting on that lower grate all night. And that lower grate was right above the water pan, which I'm sure, since heat rises, you know, the heat was in the top, the dome section, that top grate where the brisket was. So that's probably why, even though it's a small pork butt, that's why the pork butt is behind the brisket. So we're gonna live with it, live and learn. Just thought I'd let you guys know what was going on in case you're trying to do this on your Weber Smokey Mountain. So we'll meet you back here when I'm ready to slice up this brisket. And again, y'all check the links down in the description box. I'm gonna put some stuff down there. You know, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and it doesn't cost you a thing if you like to shop on Amazon. You just click one of my links, sends you to Amazon. You don't have to buy what I link to. You can buy anything you want on Amazon after you click my link. I'll still get credit for it. And again, it doesn't cost you any more, but it helps me out, helps provide the cameras that you're seeing me use, helps provide the microphone. Let me show you real quick. I got this overhead mic here. I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't see what you're seeing, but I got an overhead mic right here, okay? So, you know, I'm trying to step up my game, and every little dime helps. So I appreciate everybody's support. We're gonna catch y'all back here when I'm cutting up this brisket. Let's cut this brisket up, see what it tastes like. I'm sure it's gonna be good. Oh yeah. Oh, it's still smoking hot too. Nice. Most excellent. I think you're gonna like this, Karen.
All right.
Come on over here and get you some, girl. Nice. Let's cut a little bit more. Oh yeah. Very good, very good. There you go, folks. Nice smoke ring. Still juicy. Do a little bend test here. Nice. A pull test. Oh yeah. Nice. Let's check it out. Okay, folks, let's check this out. It's got a nice spark on this thing. Yeah, smoke ring. Look at it falling apart tender. But not so falling apart that it's overcooked. That's some good brisket, folks. That's really good. It's not over smoked either. I love that. Hope y'all give it a try. If you do, y'all give me a thumbs up. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Appreciate you joining. And again, I'll try to put some pictures of the pulled pork after this. But I'm telling you what, that's some fabulous brisket. The Weber Smokey Mountain is a fabulous cooker. If you don't have one, go out and get you one. And again, y'all check the links out below in the description box. And hope y'all share this video. And when you do, please tell all your friends that T-Roy cooks responsibly. We'll see y'all next time, everybody.